morning, everyone. Welcome to PA Live on the 15th June. Hi. Whew. It's another, I don't know, these weeks just seem to be going quicker and quicker. Oh, and I know I say that a lot, but they really do. I just want to say hi to a few of the people who are joining me today. Okay, Ash, Karen, Connie, Charmaine, Trisha, Jennifer, Brenda, Tammy, Felicita. Hope I'm saying that right. Anna, Stationary Happiness, not sure of. Sorry, some names I know and I'm still learning. Dawn, Anna, Dion, Monica, hi. Oh, you made it. I made it. I felt like I wasn't going to make it today. I started the day off with another one of my infamous headaches. But I shut that up with some painkillers and some coffee. So I'm here. I'm doing my best. I've got a few things to run through today. Yeah. So just a few things. Firstly, for those who are tuning in for the first time, there is a delay. So what I do is at the end of the live, I do a Q&A and I go back and I answer a bunch of the questions that I may have missed while I was talking, because the delay does sort of make it a little bit difficult to sort of keep flowing. And I am a very scattered person who gets very distracted by shiny things. So I tend to loop around on conversation. So I do apologize. Anybody who's watched me before knows that I am a little bit on the squirrel side of things. What else? There was another point in there. See, I'm doing it already. Okay, before I go into it all, I hope everyone's doing okay. There's still a lot going on in the world at the moment. And we're definitely not one here to, like, we're not, what's the best way I can put this? We are listening and we are learning. So we are, we have learnt a lot. We've had a lot of discussions inside our house over the last, how long's it been? 3 weeks? I think it has, about Black Lives Matter, and how we can help raise other people up and realize that we as parents are passing down the right attitudes to our children. So, and, you know, having important discussions with Indy, who, on how to, and it's beautiful because she doesn't see, like, she asks why people have different skin colors. And we talked to her about, does that make you treat them any differently? She's like, no, like, as if that's stupid. And it makes me feel exceptionally proud for her to think that treating somebody differently based on skin color is something it doesn't even register to her. She's like, she's just a friend, or who's just like that, you know, they're just people. And I'm like, great, I'm so proud of you. So, and, you know, we try and, as you all know, I'm not good with the words. So Michael explains to her what's going on in the world. And it was the same with Corona. He was the best person to explain it to her, because I get tripped up because I don't want to say the wrong thing and I don't want to offend people. So it's, pardon me. I swallowed I was drinking the last of my coffee before I came online. So I've got a bit of that. But anyway, yeah, there's been a lot of conversations in our house, and I've been doing a lot of following along on social media. And I haven't posted a lot on it, not because we don't support it, but because I'm learning and I don't want to put the wrong thing into the conversation out there. So I'm sitting down and listening, I think is the best way to put it. Okay, that being said, where are we? What is going on here? Ugh. Anyway, okay. This week, our weekly update for the 15th of June. I noticed a few of you said that it's actually the 14th. And yes, it is overseas in the States and a few other countries. It's still the 14th. It is Monday morning here. I tell you what, every week I'm like, why did I start this on Mondays and not on Tuesdays? And now I think I get messages from people who are like, oh, it's so good to watch you Sunday night. And I'm like, well, I can't change it now. So the update for the week. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I'm home alone, so if there's a courier, I will need to pause the live and go and answer it. Also, our internet's been really flaky, so there is a chance that we will be cut short, and I do apologise. Last week I was cut short and I can't go back onto the live for some reason, so I just had to end it where it was. So hopefully we'll get through today's live. Okay, so Michael said, so everything is ready to go for Note to Self. Him and the team have been so busy. My chat isn't showing. Everyone has been so busy packing and making sure that we are keeping on top of social distancing measures to make sure our team is safe, as well as our family, which has Michael, that's where Michael is today. He's running off to get stock that's been packed so that he can make sure it goes out today. He has been exceptionally busy. Now, he did say, what did he say? You got to write these things down. He did say, and he told me to write this down too. Hopefully he doesn't watch this. So it all ships today. It looks like the USA tracking hasn't updated on the USPS website, I think he said. But that will happen. He expects that will happen after it leaves Australia. Because what DHL does is they pass on the shipping details, and it looks like they haven't done that yet. So whether or not they're trying something differently last week, differently this month is, he said that just keep an eye out, but if it takes a while to update, then that is why. And that you should get a notification once it updates. Things are still a little bit delayed due to, obviously, COVID-19. There's still not as many planes flying out of Australia, which means that there's nowhere near as much cargo that can go out. So it's getting there. It's getting there. And I feel your frustration. I've been waiting 2.5 months for something from the States, and it was a care package. So I completely feel you. I'm just sitting back and waiting. It will go out there, and we have held back our past kit sales so that we can make sure that we have enough stock here if anything does go missing. So do not stress. It will get to you eventually. We have been watching everything very intently here, and I feel really sorry for Michael because he's doing so much extra work because of it, and oh my gosh, the kids are not sleeping. I know that's not related, but the kids, they apparently my kids have inherited my lack of sleepy genes. I sleep for a really long time once I get to sleep, which is around 2:00 in the morning because I'm usually still working. But they've inherited that not wanting to go to bed early. So it's making for a lot of fun times here in the house. Anyway, that is aside the point. Give me a second while I check on this. Whoops. Note to Self, as I mentioned, is shipping today. It's leaving today. I think it's everything that there's a lot down our hallway. That's all leaving today. That's the great news. Hopefully it all gets to you soon. Now with that, I have been working really, really hard to catch up on all the digital bits and pieces. Now, I know that the Love Bug Beautiful You is still outstanding. That will be coming very soon. I've had to make it, there was some issues with that file, which is, I had to recreate it, and I recreated it for Note to Self and forgot about Love Bug, and then I have to go back and redo it. So, but I want to talk to you about the downloads for Note to Self and moving forward. So I've already started to upload them. You can see on this page, and that's one of our other girls for the kit. So as you know, we have 4 characters in each kit. So the Note to Self printables, you've got the Beautiful You downloads, which are already there. Now this month I have split out, and hopefully you can see that, I've split out the Luxe Weekly inserts and the Kit Basic inserts. So instead of being one listing, they're now 2 different listings. And then, as always, you've got the printable themed dot grid inserts as well. Sorry, all 3 of those are printables. And then we have the reference page as per usual, the quote cards, the phone screens, and then shortly, I didn't get them all up this morning, but the printable art card, the printable journal cards, and the colouring sheet won't be far behind. Now, one thing that I have wanted to do for a long time. So Beautiful You has now been out for over a year, and it's something that's really important to me. We have characters in our kits and we do try and diversify those. But they're kit characters that it's really hard to get them to represent as many people as possible. So I'm just reading the comments. So what we did about a year ago, it started with the kit after Pretty Posy, I think it was. We started doing a Beautiful You recolor, and basically it's different skin tones and hair colors which you could download for free as part of your subscription, so that you could get something that represents you a little bit more. So, like for example, my little girl Indy would want a version of it for her, so I'd download the redhead for her with the paler skin tone, and then I'd download a blonde one for me, and there's I want to say 4 different skin tones, and then blonde, brunette, redhead, and black hair. So that was the old way. Now we've actually added in more. So there's blonde, brunette, red, black, silver, grey, pink, and purple hair. So there's so many more hair colors. And then for skin tones, I think I've now got 5 skin tones that are available. So, and what you do is you can download, so that's 35 different files that you are able to download as part of your subscription, so that you can find something that's hopefully a little bit closer to you. I took this to, so I had this concept when I went to Wild last year, and I had it in my head and I really wanted to do it, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't offend anybody by doing it, because there was, we'd received probably 1 or 2 messages from people saying, hey, just wondering, can I have the art in, something that closer represents me? And we wanted to make sure that we could do that without, we're a pretty small operation here, and as you know, it's basically me and hubby. So we wanted to make something that meant that you could tailor the kit to yourself. So that's how Beautiful You was born. And I took it over and I asked a fair few people when I was in the States, and they loved the concept on it. So, and we track our downloads, we see what's going really well, and it's been absolutely wonderful to see that so many people have really embraced the Beautiful You, and that they download those. So when I was redoing all the files for Beautiful You, I'm like, well, it's now or never. Now I'm going to chuck in a whole bunch of extra hair tones and an extra skin color, and skin tones and hair colors, so that way there's more to download. So that's been done anyway. Hold on. Here's the latest update, and here's another one of the guys in our kit this month. So you can see there it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different hair colors, and then the 5 different skin tones. Now, because each month the artwork slightly changes, those may be slightly lighter or darker, but it's roughly those colors, and you can pick which one closely works for you. Now, it's the main characters, but also the minis that come out in that kit. And yeah, you can download as many of those as you want. If you want 4 different ones, you can grab them all. And that's free as part of we basically see that as part of the kit. Okay. What's next? Oh, okay. So next up, I'm just looking at my sheet to make sure I don't miss anything. Next up, I want to chat to you about our next kit. So the next kit is called Celebrate, and I officially launched that today on our social media and on our website. So if you subscribe right now, you're going to receive Celebrate. It ships between the 15th and the 18th of July. This kit, I felt a little bit awkward putting out a Celebrate kit at the moment. It was actually meant to be released in June in time for our birthday, which is next month. But we pushed it back, and I feel like it is our birthday month. It is July, so we really wanted to. We've put this kit together, and we wanted to have a little bit of a celebration in amongst. Yeah, there's no. Anyway, so we showed some art for this a long time ago, saying that we were going to do a Celebrate kit. When it came down to it, so it was meant to be Peony as our main girl because it is our birthday, but because we used her for the Note to Self kit, I wanted to pull out another character. Anyway, the character for this month has the gorgeous purple hair, this was meant to be the first month for the new Beautiful You, so that's why I did the purple in the Beautiful You. But it we because we had to redo the file, we did it for Note to Self as well, and I guess depending on how the file goes, we may actually do it for the Love Bug as well. But it's turned out really beautifully, and we did get a lot of requests to reuse the colors from the Go Wild kit that we did, because everybody really loved the color set on that, and we thought, well, the colors that we originally had for Celebrate were exactly the same as Note to Self, so we need to change that up. So we brought in the colors from the Go Wild kit. Now, this currently is shipping between the 15th of 18th to the 18th of July. If there's any changes to that, we will let you know. I don't actually have anything physically here to show. A bunch of stuff arrives tomorrow. But so what I've done is I've grabbed the standard stickers just like I did last month, and I've put together a digital slide to show them off to you. Now, so this is one of our other girls in the kit. She's in, I know you can't see it there, but she's in this beautiful long formal dress. And oops, let me just get rid of that. And as you can see, there is a whole bunch of Celebrate party art. It doesn't have to be just for birthdays. It could be for a wedding. We've tried to keep it as generic as we possibly can. So that way you can use it for whatever you're celebrating. It doesn't have to be a birthday party. It doesn't have to be a wedding. It doesn't have to be an engagement party. It could be pretty much any sort of celebration that you've got going on. So that's a little bit of a preview of the art that is on its way. To be honest, I've started putting some, like when I was trialing it, I put some of the stickers in my Go Wild planner, because the Go Wild planner melody doesn't actually say that it's for it's for Go Wild on it, so it could be used for any occasion. Which I should mention, we are ordering more of those. So if you do want, then you can order a Go Wild melody probably in about 2 months. I think they're due to arrive. I don't have an exact date yet because I'm still working on them with my supplier. So I'm getting a lot of good feedback about the colours and the girl with the purple hair. It's been a while since I've gone pink. I feel like maybe for this kit I'm going to have to throw some pink through I actually got my hair done the other day. It felt so good. I almost feel human again. I might have to put some pink in my hair for this kit. The colours for this kit are basically, they're based on a sunset. So it's the colours are absolutely beautiful and one of my favourite colourways to do. Okay, I'll jump on. I am getting a few questions coming through, but I will address those after show and tell. I'll scroll back through and I'll answer them. But let me talk about one more thing that I've got coming up. So as you all know, we do have a box in Michaels, which is based on our Planner Babe kit. Now, there are still some of those available. So what I am going to do, because I was so excited about this, what I'm going to do is I am going to have a planner party based on that kit. So based on the Michaels kit, based on Planner Babe, because we really use this artwork in so much, and it is so much our, it is so much like our business in general. This is what the Planner Babe was designed on. So I am going to be doing a planner party for this. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking about having it in 3 weeks. 3 weeks to a month. I need to, actually, let's do it in a month's time, because that gives all you plenty of time to order one from Michaels. Sorry, international girls. Or all the Americans, to order one from Michaels and have it delivered in time. Actually, I know some people have gotten theirs within a month if they ordered them from friends and got them sent internationally. Obviously, I have no control over that. I mean, I don't even have control over shipping stuff that comes from us. But if you do have the kit already, that's great. You've got something to start off on. If you don't, or if you want a second one, now is the time to buy it, because I am going to be doing a planner party. I'm trying to work out what I could do. I'm thinking some dividers. I'm thinking about using my Planner Babe TN, which I think we still have some of those in stock as well. I'm thinking there will also be a download that matches, like we always do. There'll be a freebie download. I'm still putting my ideas together, but I'll be using stuff from the Michaels box. Probably some dashboards using the die cuts, because the die cuts were amazing. And also, I liked one of the things that Ashley from Plum Mashable did. She made a cover for the notepad, so I might do one of those as well if she doesn't mind. Thanks, Ash. I'm just going to steal that idea. Or maybe like an envelope, because we've got the 12 by 12 papers in that kit, and I come from a card making background, so all the papers I used are 12 by 12s. So I really love the fact that I could use a 12 by 12 paper, which means I could probably do a paper envelope inside the planner. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I'll write down some ideas for that. And yeah, so in about a month, let's do, let's have that. Let's have a planner party. I feel like we need another planner party. And then I think what I'll do is I'll do another, I'll schedule my next planner party. So I want to do one a month. Because I really enjoyed them. I did them at the start when everybody went into lockdown. I had to stop because my health deteriorated a little bit. But now that I'm starting to feel like a bit more of a human again, Ashley's just said that I can steal that idea from that I want to bring them back because I really enjoyed. I sort of waffled on a lot more than what I do in those, and it's really informal, but I felt it was a great way to just sort of, firstly, to sit myself down and actually create something, which, unless I force myself to, I don't get a lot of time to create anymore because I'm busy creating stuff for everybody else to use. So yeah, I think it would be really good to bring them back. So we'll do them once a month. So if you can, jump onto the Michaels website, order the box, and you'll have it in time for the planner parties, hopefully. Okay, what's next? Not that. That is next. Show and tell. Okay, so show and tell. One of my favorite parts is I try and do it the night before. So last night, before I went to bed, I go through social media. So I go through our Facebook group, and I go on Instagram, and I look for anything that uses the hashtag PA Show and Tell. And I download those images, and I throw them into what I'm going to show you next. And I show off some of the amazing creativity that everybody has. No. Sorry, that's my window. I can see if I'm up near the front of my house. I can see if anybody, any couriers are rocking up. So anyway, I'm going to show... okay, the only thing is I never show as many as there are because there are so many amazing creative ideas on there, and I really have to thank everybody for sharing them with me, because it really keeps me inspired. Now, I did mention earlier that Ash from Plum Bashable did a folder notepad. I completely forgot to put it in here. Sorry, Ash. But head on over to her Insta and you'll see it there. I'm just going to have a drink and I'm going to put you on to the next one, the first one. Okay, so this first one I found on Instagram, and it's from, okay, let's see if I can say this right. Laugette's Crafty. Anyway, it's a Love Bugs and Sail and Sea card / dashboards. I really loved how bright and colourful, and just how they were really well themed. So there's actually another card off to the left of that. So if you head over to their Instagram, you'll be able to see that too. The next one is by Heather Jackson, and she created a Sail and Sea B6 insert cover, which was gorgeous. And I couldn't quite tell, but it looks like they may have cut it so that it's 3D. Super impressed. Love it. Looks amazing. Okay, and then by Rocks Paper Stickers, which love your name, we have a Sail and Sea Bujo weekly spread using the stamps. This was gorgeous. I love the pattern. I love the bobbles. I love how you've used the anchors. I really, really adore this. I think it's really creative, and I love the pattern, and I love that it sticks over the line, so it sort of gives that sort of popping out texture, sort of 3D effect as well. Another Sail and Sea one. This one's from Karma Isis Clark, and this is a weekly spread using the Sail and Sea kit. Another amazing spread using this kit. Really enjoying this, and it looks like it might be in a Stylology. I can't quite tell which planner it is, or maybe it's a Hobonichi planner. Okay, next up we have, I thought this was really cute. So this is just like in a notebook spread, and this is by Antonia, and she's done, she's used some of the die cuts, and she's coloured in so it looks like there's flowers coming out of the ground, and some of the Love Bug stickers and the quote up the top. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and super sweet. Now here's another one. Now this one's by Nikki J Plans. And this one's using the Planners Anonymous box, and I am sorry for the Traveller's Notebooks for my typo, and created some Traveller's Notebooks and some bookmarks using that kit. Again, completely inspired by how you're all using these kits. It absolutely wonderful. Now, I may have forgotten Ashley's notepad wrap, but I did find this one. It's a gorgeous congratulations card using the Rainy Days kit. So you can see the Rainy Days florals behind. On the vellum, it looks like there is a that she's stamped all the houses behind that, and then she's used some dies to cut out the letters behind that. What's next? Next we have a Rainy Day spread by Erin, and this has, so this is actually a daily spread. I'm really enjoying. So it looks like you had an appointment for a new fence, which actually works kind of well with the whole outdoors feel of Rainy Days. I love the teardrops, or the raindrops from the sky, and all the different clouds and the cute little couple. Really well done. And then we have a Rainy Days Hobonichi weekly spread. And I really enjoyed this one. This is from Chet, and I love how on the my lefts and rights are really bad. The right hand side they've made the brick wall out so that the sticker of the window like matches really well, and they've also got that she's standing in the puddle. I adore it. I think, oh, and also I've only just realized they've used the minis behind and in front of the post-it notes, the notes. I love them. That is fantastic. Really love the creativity on this one. This one, sorry for the super zoomed in look, but this is from Sandra, and Sandra did a whole bunch of layout and pocket deco using the Rainy Days kit. So I really loved how much she crammed into all those pockets, and actually really loved the color matching of the TN to the kit as well. Now the next one's from Nancy, and Nancy has done a Northern Lights weekly spread. I have to admit, Northern Lights is definitely one of my go-to soft, lovely kits. I'm really enjoying this, and I love how she's used the washi across to separate the days as well. And it looks like she's used it to mark term 2, week 8. Yeah, really well done. Absolutely love it. Next is from Rhoda. So Rhoda has created, and Rhodas are always bright and beautiful and colourful, and she's used our whale song kit for a weekly spread, and I love I just love all the detail in this. Like, the more you look at it, the more that there's in there. She's used the deco boxes as well as I want to know how that clean work is done. Is that coloured in? I wouldn't be surprised if she's coloured it in, because Rhoda does amazing colouring work, or if it's actually being cut. And then it's got the star washi and the wide washi at the bottom. And that is it for our show and tell this week. There was a fair few in there. I'm absolutely, completely inspired by everything that you're all sharing. So please keep sharing, and I'll do this segment again next week. Now, we're going on to our Q&A. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to read through all the stuff that has gone there while the delay catches up. So feel free to write a question now, and I will answer it once I get down to it. Okay. Oh, there wasn't a live last week. It was cancelled. I've been having, once again, really bad headaches, and my headache's starting to come back a little bit. The light that I use, which is a ring light in front of me, it's once I have even a little bit of a headache, like I did this morning, it's usually too much. I can't sit in front of it for too long. And I get very light sensitive when I get a certain headaches. So as soon as I wake up like that, I cancel them straight away, because there's if I don't look after myself when I have one of those headaches, I'm out for about 2 or 3 days and I can't work on the computer. So I do apologize. I do try and not cancel 2 in a row, which is why I thought I have to be on today. But yeah, I did cancel last week. I'm sorry. I hear you on the kids not sleeping. Mine are still awake at 10 p.m. Yep, Caroline, that is... So Lachlan, not last night, but a few nights ago, was up until 1. And I basically almost collapsed outside of his bedroom, just trying to keep him, or trying to get him to fall asleep. And then he was up at 3:30 a.m. So he does not do the sleeping very well. And that's on melatonin. So a lot of people I know use melatonin. We use melatonin for Lockie, because with his autism he struggles to sleep. But that's with autism. That's with melatonin to help him sleep. Oh, a preview of the mystery item in the Note to Self kit. No, I'm sorry. I have it here though. So it's a little, let me hold this up for you. Is that going to show? It's a little clip. Because we're doing a planner, I wanted to do something that you could put on your planner. So it's a little clip with a little heart. And behind the clip, there's actually a little quote card, which I thought that you could use as well. So it's made out of different cardstock than our normal cardstock, so it's a little bit shiny. But it says on it, I am worthy. And I've got this on my computer. That's why I just pulled it off then. So it's the extra card, and the little clip is the bonus item. Okay. The girls in Note to Self are gorgeous. They really are. She looks so cute. Oh, thank you. Lovebug was late. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Ashley. That's because that's only my design team I was a little bit slack last month. I thought that Michael had sent things out. Michael thought I had sent things out, and I was very busy. Question. Love Bug. Thanks, Jamie, for writing that nice and big so I didn't miss it. Will you be making a melody in the Love Bug design? Not at the moment. We've got a lot of melodies coming up that are still in the design phase. The 2 melodies that I will let you know of. Can I let you know of 2 yet? Note to Self. Obviously, we've spoken about that already. And I'm also working on a Christmas melody. Oh, and obviously a re-release of the Go Wild melody, which doesn't have Go Wild written on it. So if you wanted one to match the Celebrate kit, that would be the melody to match it. I love that the Beautiful You sheet appears to have more die cuts on it this month. It should have 4 characters. I think one month we only had 3 because the 4th was a double. I can't quite remember. But yeah, 4 each. 4 minis, 4 characters. My daughter's bestie is so happy that there's a redhead. Yay! Mine too. My little girl loves it. So I was not allowed to even contemplate the idea of doing all this without the red one. And so she's actually really excited that I'm doing pink because she I mean, even though she's a redhead, she's like, I have pink hair. Purple hair, woohoo! Beautiful You is amazing and I love the minis being part of it. I'm in denial about any grey, so I'll stick to the brunette. That's funny, Karen. I like that. Yeah, we had a fair few requests for grey or silver, so I had to put them in, and it was really easy once I was already making the changes to the template. It was a pretty easy change to do. So Dion, I use brown coloured pencils to change mine to brown. Are you talking about like the die cut so that you can change them? That's a really cool idea. But we did want to create something so that if you didn't want to colour it in, so that there was something to represent as many people as possible. But I love that you've been able to change the die cuts, or maybe even the stickers, to something that's more suitable for you. Love the Beautiful Yous. Need to think of a way to use them in a project. Oh, you can use them for so many things, Ash. Come on, Ash. I don't normally give people crap for struggling to think of things, but Ashley, you're my girl, so I am. I do that. I download them all. Yeah, I noticed there's a fair few people who download them all, because every now and again we have a look at who's downloading what, just to make sure that people aren't sharing codes and things like that, because we do a lot of hard work for our subscribers in the downloads. So every now and again I was like, why are people downloading them all? I'm like, you know what? As long as they are enjoying and using them for themselves, and that's fine. Hi, Sammy from Cary, North Carolina. Hi, Veronica. North Carolina. Wow, it always spins me out how far people like watch. Anyway, wow. Couldn't get my Cricut to cut the Beautiful You correctly. It wanted to cut every letter of every word on the photo. Oh, you need to do an offset. I don't know what it's called in the Cricut software, but on the silhouette, you select the cut lines and then you offset them, and then that merges them. And then you can also select some and delete some. So I just I only set it to trace over the artwork part, and I've moved out. I don't know if you noticed on the latest Beautiful You, I moved out the text so that there's more space so that you can print them slightly bigger. There are still some things to celebrate. Yeah, there are. Like, with everything that's going on, we still need to find moments to celebrate in, and whether it is a birthday or a wedding or the fact that your children went to sleep in a normal hour. The Celebrate colours are gorgeous. I can't wait. Yes, they really are pretty. I'm so looking forward to the stuff starting to arrive, because I mean, On my last live, you all saw how excited I got when the washi arrived. It's like Christmas. That would be great for New Year's too. Yes. Yes, it was made very generic so that it works for almost any type of celebration. Oh my gosh, I love this art and the colour theme, Sammy. Yay, love the colours. Love the balloons. Yes, there's a lot of balloons in there. Celebrate our family, friends, love, health, and a beautiful life. Oh, is it Cindy? I really like that. That's really beautiful. That's beautiful. We have to celebrate things. We just have to. And it's very true. Love the purple dress. Go Wild Melody. Yay. Yeah, we will have them back in stock. Woohoo, plan a party. Oh, so now we're on to where I was talking about the plan a party. I need to get back onto my cousin and see if he's got it for me yet. Oh, Caroline, I'm guessing you're ordering it through your cousin and getting them to send on? Yeah. I think I might get another one. So bad. I love the Michael's box. A fantabulous theme for the next planner party. Yay! I haven't used that word in so long. I'm rejoicing that my Planner Babe TN kit has finally arrived in CA, California, in the USA. Woohoo! Everything is slowly coming through. So that's the one thing. I did an update for this, even though I couldn't, I literally couldn't get on my live last week. I still did my, my written live on the blog on our website. And yeah, so you'll find that a lot of the new stuff is coming through faster. Because what they're trying to do is ship out all the new stuff and just get it through, but then they're also trying to get all the stuff that's in storage that was put into storage because it couldn't get onto a plane, and they're trying to work through that as well. So you'll find that you might get the new stuff faster than the old stuff, but don't worry, the old stuff is still on its way through. I mean, you think about the amazing amount of work that the postal service and the airlines and all that are having to do at the moment under such hard circumstances. So yeah, wow. Love the Go Wild colours and excited about more Melody Go Wilds. You rock. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Veronica. And fantabulous, I use that word too. Yes. Hey, so this one's from Caroline. Any chance of a Planner Babe charm sometime? I didn't have that on the schedule, but I am going to be doing a few charms. So maybe. Let me talk to Michael about it. I wonder what I could do. If I could, I would have magnetic pins every month and a charm every month. I really love them. I love having them, even if they just sit on my wall. You can use it. Thanks, Ash. I love the planner parties. But get people to go watch mine first. Okay, so go and watch Ashley from Plum Mashable, her video on how to do the notepad cover. Before I steal the idea off her and do it myself. Okay. Oh, okay. So Heather. So I said, Heather's. Hold on. This one. Where is it? Here it is. So Heather, I asked if she had cut out some of these, and she's written, yeah, I cut some of the waves so I could put things behind them. It looks really good. I'm really enjoying it. Good job. Wow, that Bujo spread is amazing. Yeah, I am so impressed by, like, damn it. Okay, I've got to put you on hold because there's a courier at the door. I'll be right back. hoping it was Happy Mail for me. It was not. It was not. It was Happy Mail for Michael. I want my Happy Mail. Okay. I'm so excited. I'm going to have to order a second, maybe a third box. Michael's always had good deals on, and you can, that you can use. In fact, it's how I got my first box. Yeah, I know a lot of people were able to use a coupon code, which is great. Notebooks are pretty, yep. Just looking for some questions. Oh, it just jumped. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Okay. Okay. What will the next melody be? The next melody will be Note to Self, as well as the reorder of the Go Wild one. I'm starting to think seasonal melodies might be fun. Yeah, I really love. Look, I swap in and out of different, depending on how I'm feeling. I swap in and out of my melodies. I mean, I keep mine on the table. I use a like a book holder so that I can keep it open on my table, which was actually not my idea. It was an idea from Beth from Lights Planner Action, who she uses one to hold her planner up. So I change in and out the insides, which I can do really easily with the Melody, because I can literally just like unscrew the rings and put it in a new design. So I don't actually have to keep on pulling in and out the pages if I don't want to. Okay, where are we? Christmas, yeah, we're still working on it. Oh, no Santa. But Santa. You can, I mean, we always put a lot of art and a lot of stickers and a lot of designs in our kits, so that way if something doesn't work for you, you don't have to use it. If one of the stickers, so like for example, we had people saying that they didn't like sloths, and the Note to Self kit doesn't have sloths on all the pages. Like, there is still, if you took out all of the sloths in it, there is still enough of a kit there that you would get your money's worth. So yeah, there's always enough in there that if you don't like something, you can take it out and gift it to somebody else who might actually get joy out of it. Okay, question: when will the Love Bug Beautiful You downloads be available? I'm in the USA and I've not got my box yet, so the downloads help me to hold over while waiting. Yes, so I will have them up in the next few days, because I'm putting up all the downloads for Note to Self, so I'm putting them up with that. I've just got to update the template, which I mentioned earlier, so that will they will be up in the next few days. Okay, Jan plans all the things. I downloaded them all, so she's talking about our Beautiful You options, because my granddaughter is biracial and I want her to have all her friends represented when I do scrapbooks first for her. That's really sweet. That's really good. Yay. Okay, Jess, question: I ordered my first kit subscription on May the 24th. Does that mean I get Note to Self or Celebrate? Celebrate only changed over today, so you'll be getting the Note to Self kit. The easiest way to do, and I say this to everybody, is check what is, so the banner that's on the website, on the subscription page, so the page that you go to subscribe has a banner at the top and it says what you are actually subscribing to. So it would have had the Note to Self banner, because I literally only, so what we do is when I change them over, I write down what the last order number was to make sure that we cut it off at that point. So if you subscribed this morning from around about 10 a.m. onwards, Australia time, or Brisbane time, I should say, then you will get Celebrate will be your first kit. Otherwise, Note to Self, and I think we swapped that over on the 15th. 15th of last month or somewhere around there. I don't have it in front of me. I've got it written down somewhere. Any chance of selling a pack of Northern Lights Star acetate? It wouldn't be sold on its own. It would possibly be sold as part of the kit or part of the additional paper pack when we eventually do the pass kit sale. We wouldn't sell it separately because they're not packaged separately. We should do a group order of Michael's box. Yes, but please, just please don't put it in our Facebook group. So we had to remove one that was in there only because years ago when we first started, people were doing trades in the group because something didn't work, and something went down where somebody didn't send it. They wanted us to get involved. We don't have the time to get involved in that. And so from that point on, we basically banned any trades, buy, swap, sell, any of that sort of conversation in our group, because we literally do not have time for that. I believe there is a Planners Anonymous buy, swap, sell group that is not affiliated with us, so we don't talk about that in our group either, because we don't want people to mistake it as ours and then come back to us again saying, well, this person didn't pay me or didn't send the goods. So that's why we don't have any of that talk in our group. Okay, so once you subscribe, you can get all the downloads from present and past and future kits. No, that's not the way it works. So we've had a few people lately being really confused about this, and I'm not sure where the confusion comes from, because it's like we say very specifically on each of the pages that has the downloads, like on each of the product descriptions, when you subscribe, you get the downloads for the kits that you are subscribed for. So if you are subscribed for, say if you subscribed for Note to Self, so hold on, what was before Note to Self? If you subscribed for Love Bug and you missed Note to Self and you resubscribed for Celebrate, you would get have access to the downloads for Love Bug, not for Note to Self, and you would have the access to Celebrate. Now, the big thing to note is the second that you unsubscribe, you lose access. So it is only if you have a valid subscription and only for the kits that you have purchased. Now, if something goes into the past kits, so say for example, Note to Self then goes into the past kit sale, and you purchase Note to Self in the past kit sale, you will then have access to the downloads for Note to Self from the past kit sale. So that's how that works. It's all set up in our back end. It's mostly an automated process. I'm not sure where where it came from that people are now thinking that that's different. Because yeah, if you look at the product, it says this file is an exclusive download for subscribers who purchased the Note to Self or whatever kit subscription box. So it's very specific. Okay. And also it's in the FAQ, we also write in there about what you need to what the criteria is for accessing the downloads, which is you need to have purchased that box, you need to be an active subscriber. So it's all on our website. Crazy Creeper 101. I've subscribed to Note to Self, but it won't let me download Beautiful You even though I'm logged in. Help, please. Please message our customer service. I'm not sure if it's yourself, but somebody else put that on our social media. I saw it this morning, and as soon as I saw it, my phone refreshed and now it's gone out of the listing, which is why we say please don't message us on any of our socials. So, Facebook, our Facebook group, our page, Instagram or YouTube. Please message us through the app on our website, the little question mark in the bottom corner, because that gets you straight through to customer service. Every single message that comes through on that comes straight through to Michael. That's the only way to get official help from us. And if you can't access it, and you should be able to access it, that's the only way to contact us. The other advantage to doing that is if people contact us on social media, a lot of the time, it doesn't, that like people don't use their actual names. So say for example, Crazy Creeper, I have absolutely no idea who you are. So firstly, it would take extra work to try and find out, like there's a lot of extra stuff, and then there's more chances of me losing your request. So please message through the help app on our website. Oh, Michael's home. How long have I been talking for? A long time. Sorry. Okay. Questions. Okay. I love that she calls them courier and we call them postman mailman. Well, the mailman is Australia Post and the courier is like DHL. And the postie. A lot of my American friends love it. I'm like, oh, the postie's here. And they're like, the what? I'm like, the postie? Aussies. Oh yeah, so Ashley's explained it. The couriers versus the posties. Okay. Okay, question from Jess. When are you doing the previous kits sale? I want to stock my money up. All the kits. Yay! Okay, so it initially was going to be in May. We pushed that back due to COVID. So it was going to be the end of June. Now, Michael has spoken a few times about doing the end of June. But the issue is, shipping is still really expensive. We are paying an awful lot at the moment for shipping. Also, with delays, firstly, we want stuff to get there as smoothly as possible. But secondly, all the kits that have been sent out in the last 3 months, we really want more people to have received those before we put our spare stock up on the website for sale. Because if somebody who's subscribed to it doesn't receive it, they should get first dibs, because they're subscribers. So once all that happens, and once that clears up a little bit, and Michael, we would have loved to do it before the end of financial year. Once that all gets, and it's getting smoother day by day, it's getting a little bit easier. But once that happens, we'll make an announcement on it. But please note, it isn't far off. Like, we would do it this month if we could. We'll probably only give a few weeks to a month's notice. So I would say if you're wanting to save for it, start saving now. Start saving yesterday. Customer service is the best. Thank you, Caroline. He does his best. He does his best. He works very, very hard. Sorry, my son took over my YouTube and renamed it with a Minecraft name. I had a feeling it was a Minecraft name. Indy's really into Minecraft, so I get that. I found Planner Babe with all the extras and I just ordered the Michaels kit. Woohoo! I love pink and I'm going to have fun playing with them both. Me too. I mean, you can tell I love pink, right? Well, make sure you join us for the planner party. That'll be great. And also the planner parties, like all my lives, are kept on YouTube, so you can always go back to them if you don't have time to watch them. But just know, I fluff around a lot on my lives, but I fluff around even more on my planner parties. So they roughly go for a few hours, and it's me just playing around and having a bit of fun. And whoever wants to join in with me. Connie, COVID is back on the rise in my area, 800 in my state today alone. I'm worried that shipping is going to go nuts again. I really wish I hope it gets on top of it. It's scary as things are reopening. Like, we're down to, I think there's 3 cases in our state at the moment. They're doing really well, but we locked down really hard really early. Yeah, I have no. And that's the thing, like, we had this discussion, like, if cases go back up, are they going to shut things down again? Is it going to be harder? And it's all, like, we don't know what, literally, we have no idea what 2020 is going to bring next. So, we're just doing the best we can and making a judgment call day by day on what the best thing to do is. But we would hate to put our spare stock up for certain kits, and then for a subscriber who, you know, has maybe been subscribed for a long time or subscribed specifically for a certain kit, and then their kit got lost and then they weren't able to get it. So we're trying to do the right thing by our subscribers. Okay, I'm doing last calls for last questions. So feel free to write them in. And I will answer any last questions. I think we've had a fair few good questions this week. I'm like, do I have much? I think that's all I've got to show for this week. I stayed home because I didn't want to get sick. Yeah, we've stayed in. I mean, we generally stay in a lot anyway because it's quite difficult for us to get out. But we've stayed in. We stayed in a lot. Michael's walking down the stairs. Nope, he's gone. He snuck away. Okay, I think that is all the questions. Okay, I think that's it. I think we got through another week. Thank you so much for the chat. It has actually been a little bit cold here in Brisbane lately. So I'm wearing a long sleeve today, which I normally can't do because the light produces a fair bit of heat. But yeah, it has been a little bit colder. But okay, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for doing our PA show and tell. Please keep sharing so that I can share again next week. Once I have a date for the next planner party, I will put it down. And I'll take suggestions on what people are thinking might be a good idea. Because I think that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, stay safe. Sending love out to everyone. And I'll hopefully see you all next week. Bye.